Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer. I am back from vacation. I am in the cryo chamber. I got Nanav in the chat. I'm going to pipe him in. Okay, Nanav, you are live audio here. I'm hopping out of my cryo chamber. So I joined the server yesterday as soon as I got back from vacation, just to make sure the ship was still here. And of course, you can kind of see it. When I'm in the cryo chamber, you can see that there's something amiss straight ahead. But then I jump out, and I see this guy, who apparently, I'm going to assume, phased through the window and then splatted on the screen here. And he was, of course, left here by none other than Nanav, who is apparently knew where I was hiding, my hiding spot. How did you find the hiding spot? Did I leave a coordinate on the screen at some point, or did you just figure it out somehow?
That was the previous episode. You jumped a distance toward a place, and you used the same spot.
That's true. I like to do those kinds of things. Predictable yet subtle. So anyway, where are you at right now?
I'm over by uranium.
Alright then, we're going to head back to uranium, which I think I have the coordinates already set up for. So my plan today is to redesign the wings a little bit. I've got a little bit of an idea for that, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, jumping. I'm not quite sure which direction we're going. I guess backwards, that would make sense. There we go. Let me see if I could whip this thing around here. So I was reading a thing on Reddit. Someone had asked something about the gyroscopes. And someone said the placement of gyroscopes on the grid matters. And I said, it doesn't. Like, they impart the same force no matter where they're placed, but and the force is always on the center of mass. But because they're so heavy, they can change the center of mass. And someone said, no, I did some tests, and actually if they're placed further out, they will have a harder time turning the ship than if they're placed close to the center of mass, even if all things being equal. Like if you had a whole bunch of them and you turned off the inner ones, it would be harder to turn the ship than if you turned off the outer ones and turned on the inner ones. Like the mass stays the same. And I tried to do a quick test, and my test was inconclusive because I just did like a really long hole and put like 2 gyroscopes in the middle and 2 on the ends, and then duplicated it, and with a action relay turned them both on at the same time with different sets of the things running, the gyroscopes, and they instantly both spun at the same speed. So I think my test was, I think it needed more weight. So now I'm trying to figure out, because I know Splitsy did a test. He did a video like 2 years ago where he said it's basically, it doesn't really matter where they are, but if the center of mass is way off, then it can be awkward to control the ship. But all things being equal, it shouldn't matter where they are. So now I'm trying to figure out, like, does it really matter or not? Like, is there a, all things being equal, are gyroscopes further out, providing less
It doesn't matter.
turning power or whatever? Hey, how's it going?
It seems to me that by feel, it does. Like if you have your gyroscopes way at the back of the ship and a large cargo container at the front, you drill a bunch of stone. And then, versus if you move those gyros up onto the large cargo container, it should move a lot quicker even though you got the same weight.
Well, that would be, if you drill a bunch of stone, that would shift the center of mass. See, the other thing that I don't know is, I believe the person was describing controlling it with the mouse, like controlling it manually. And my test was using override because that was the only scientific way I could think to do it. So I do wonder if there's actually a difference, because I think Splitsy's test was using overrides as well. And so I do wonder if override makes no difference, but manual control might make a difference.
Override's just overpowered anyway.
Yeah, so I wonder. I think what I need to do is a much heavier grid and less gyroscope power. Like, I think I need them both I need all the gyroscope because I think the way I did it, even though it was like 1% power, the grid was so light that they both started moving. Anyway, I'm interested in this idea now. So, all right, what am I doing here today? I need to get out into the sun, but my plan is. Actually, did I have a plan from 2 weeks ago or not? I'm trying to remember if I said what I was going to do.
Yeah, but a video description, you were fixing up this ship somehow.
That seems like something I would do.
And none of your business. The answer to your question is because I made a new faction.
Ah, there you go.
That's why you don't see it anymore.
Ah, okay.
See if I can adjust. You guys have wildly different voice volumes, so I'm going to try and adjust those. Even them out a little bit. Okay, so yeah,
And
I
anyway,
think...
you wouldn't be able to accept me anyway. If only Duke can.
Is that true?
Right. That's why I asked Dilly.
Only founders and leaders can accept new members.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I asked just before he came on.
Hmm. Well, if you want back in, you're welcome to come back in. It's your faction. I'm thinking, let's see. Boy, I actually, while I was gone, some people were watching like the whole series and throwing suggestions in the comments. And there was one that I really liked about having the wings also be piped up, like have a pipe run through them so that people could dock at the edges of the wings. I like that idea. I'm going to have to move some more thrusters, I think, but that's, I think, part of the plan anyway.
Right, I sent application.
Well, apparently you joined automatically, which... Are we set to accept everybody? No. Oh, you're an applicant. Okay, there we go. Yes. You are a member now.
Alright.
And I am promoting you to leader. No, if you could be a leader too, why not? There you go.
In that case, I have made a base station.
Oh, yeah? Can we use it? Can we see it?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Sweet. Nobody look at those coordinates.
It's sent into faction chat anyway.
Let's see. Yeah,
I
might as well.
made that GPS while I was in my other faction.
Might as well jump there. Now, let's see. What did you call it?
It'll be near the top. It'll be in the brackets.
Ah, faction station.
Faction station base.
LOL. All right, I'm jumping over there. Can I make it in one jump? Yes, looks like I
It's
can.
not far.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not that far from the uranium. About 40 k's from the uranium.
All right.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
zoom out. Where is it? Ah, there we
Right
go.
on An asteroid.
Okay. Let's.
It's not on the asteroid, it's near the asteroid. And the asteroid has ice and magnesium.
Oh, nice. My client is frozen up. There we go.
Yeah, because it's loading in the ships in the base.
There's nothing more exciting than pointing your ship at an asteroid, pushing W, and then having the client freeze up.
How about seeing the ship just above you, slowly vectoring right at you? There, I'll swing wide.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to park myself.
Yeah,
Where's
the
the sun?
base on the other side of me. Well, other side of my ship. Here it is.
Right.
Start off the base.
Alright, I'm going to leave my ship here. I'm gonna leave the dead astronaut on the dead engineer on my ship there. But I am hydromanning over to check this out. So, that looks like... Is this a ship or a station? Which one am I looking at here? This is the freighter. Okay, that's definitely a ship.
Yep, that's the ship. I am currently on the station itself. Yep, this is the station. It has gravity, so you
Whee!
can...
Sweet. I could barely see you with the ghillie suit.
Cryo. Who's this? Ah, none of your business. It's got 2 small cargoes and 1 large.
Nice. Got some
It
refinery.
has a reactor right here with a load of uranium in it, I think.
Nice. Plenty of oxygen.
No, yeah, I've got plenty of oxygen. It's my
Plenty of hydrogen.
my small old mining ship that's got the loads of uranium on it.
This new style mining ship looks like it may have been converted into a tugboat.
Yeah, look on my B60. The big yellow thing that's connected to the B60.
The B60.
Yeah, the big ship that you're just looking at.
Oh, I see.
Ago.
Yeah, the B60 freighter. Okay. Oh, that's a big mining ship
yellow
there.
thing. Yeah, large grid.
That's a big sucker. All right. So you're in the business of mining. It would seem. Ow! I just smashed into a beacon. Is that the new beacon? Yeah, I just smashed into a beacon. Cool, cool. Looks good. I bet this thing can do some
I got
damage.
given the blueprint for this thing by another person on the server.
Cool.
After helping him out, getting all the way back to his base.
Is this freighter one of the... Is this based off one of the,
Base
like...
games.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, one of the base game ships that you can buy. It did take me... Well, it actually didn't take me that long to get the money together for it. Considering my ship at the time was pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this has that...
And it had an assembler, so...
yeah,
I was able to use all the resources that I had gathered to make parts to sell and fill contracts.
this has that early keen architecture feel to it, using the, like, what do you call it? The
Yeah.
corridors for beds and stuff like that.
Yeah, the crew quarters, I like how they did the air ducting.
Yeah, that's the one I don't go out of. If you want to get out quickly, it's this one.
Excellent. I'm going to get out quickly.
And then the cockpit's down there. But yeah,
And you've got a lot of jump drives.
I have 3 jump drives, and so I can go 6,000 kilometers in one jump.
Not bad.
If I'm under 1.2 million in weight.
And it's atmosphere capable? Up to
Yep,
up to a certain
atmosphere
weight, I
capable.
assume. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Oh, with
actually, I don't
hydrogen
know.
too, yeah.
I've never tried it, so I've only just used the hydrogen on it.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
But if you look at the base cargo, there's quite a lot of resource.
Alright, I am heading back. I'm talking to you guys, I'm neglecting my stream chat here. Joe and Jim, welcome to the chat. Yeah, thanks for the, while I was on vacation, I hit 300 subs, which is pretty great for me, at least. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but to me, that's pretty awesome, so. Yeah, Joe in the chat is suggesting I put something on the screen to blur when the chat box comes up so you can't see the coordinates of things. I am wondering, how could I do that? Can I... Is that a thing that OBS can do? Can I blur a segment of the screen? I am wondering now. Should I do live OBS meddling? I don't think I can do that kind of thing. Maybe I need a plug-in for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
hang
we
on.
go.
Let me park my character in a place where he probably won't die staring at this fella. I'm gonna spend like 2 seconds looking into this real quick. Can I do that? If I create a... No, I don't think I could do that. I think I could put an image up over it, but I don't think I could blur. Not without like a plugin or something. I'm gonna look into this. This is the very exciting part of the stream.
So while he's doing that, check out my latest creation. Got an extra ship attached to my ship here. Kind of had the idea that we might go to a planet to build a base, so built a drop ship to get us there.
Oh, that'd be fun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And planning for you to be back in the faction, I've built it to seat 5 and sleep 5.
Okay, hold on. All right, I have a tutorial on blurring during recording. Oh, this ought to be fun to do live. Okay. Oh, don't move the ship. Don't move the ship. If we... Main display.
I'm
Scale.
just
Oh,
adding
I see what's going
more
on here.
pod, more cryo chambers to the station.
No, I'm not following this at all. Where's the actual... Wait, can I just blur... Hang on a second. Can I just... Yeah, I'm sure this is very, very exciting. The piece that I'm actually missing is how to actually do the blur. I see how to do a sharpen. That's weird. One would assume I should be able to do... Like, that should be one of the easier things to do. Could I do a... No. I'm only doing this for like 1 more minute before I get tired of trying to figure this out.
The station only has one assembler.
I kicked the med bay or the cryo chamber components into construction.
Oh, wait a minute.
You have everything you need for those.
If I do...
All of my access materials are on this station in the cargo bay. Well, in the cargo container.
Oh yeah.
There's
you're
a big
covered.
industrial,
Okay.
and there's a second refinery on here as well.
Oh, I think I see what I'm doing
And sorry, I'm compulsively organizing.
here. Okay.
Hopefully you can still find everything. There. Your ingots are ordered.
Hey, Rumble Strip, how you doing? Trying to do a live attempt at blurring out the chat. The on-screen chat here. So if we were to add in... Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
A couple spare steel plates there to start some speed modules on your assembler.
Be my guess to try and put it on, but because of where it's located, you probably won't get that many.
Yeah, looked like you had space top and bottom. you to start the block, then it's your authoring. And then I'll have you finish the block, so it's your ownership.
Alright, so if I take this... This is fun. This is fun, I think. I can't tell how much of this is actually coming through on the stream as I'm doing this, but... Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm going to shrink that down like that. Oh, can I do a custom... Oh, I see. This won't work. What I'm trying to do here won't work.
I have the materials on me, Bolt, if you want to get those modules started.
I'm focused on getting the cryopods sorted out.
Okay.
Okay, if we add a... This would be a...
We do have a second refinery down here. Nice.
Yeah, that was my face on it. Face reveal.
Well, that's not SE.
I can't do my... I can't capture the... Oh, I can do it twice. There we go. I don't count that as a legit face reveal because my earlier videos all had my face at the beginning, so... let's see. Will this do what I want?
Yeah.
Those get nerd points.
There we
Speed
go.
modules are being attached.
Finish that up. Your parts will produce 3 times as fast. Parts are in those modules.
I feel like I'm trying to follow a tutorial for this, and it is not like doing what they say, and I don't want to keep doing this. That doesn't look blurry at all. That looks exactly the same.
Mini feed of the same stream over the chat area.
That's why I was trying to basically do a, like, you take the same screen, you know, blur the whole screen, and then just crop it down. Except that, I don't know, maybe this tutorial is for an older version of OBS. Because I tried to cut the resolution down, but it, when I stretch, anyway. This is a, oh, no, that's it. So, like, basically I'm scaling it down, and then it's doing a really, really good job of scaling it back up. It's supposed to blur it, to be blurry when you scale it back up, but then it actually just scales it up perfectly back to where it was, which is not what I want. So, anyway, back to playing Space Engineers. I'll figure that out off stream. I'm sure there's a way to do it. All right. Did my office look really bad? I haven't kept up what's behind me to be presentable. So I have a bunch of
Looks like a few
transformers
piles
behind me.
low in the background, but some cool shelves.
Yeah, that's most of, well, that's what the transformers that I currently consider the coolest are hanging out behind me. Okay, so anyway, on to the actual, now a half hour into it, on to the actual things I wanted to get done today. I need to, if I do want to do a, like some sort of a piping out into the wing, I need to figure out if I have a way to do that. Okay, there's the jump drive. That is, ooh, is that what I think it is? A shart is just connected to my, oh, that's the event controller. Darn. Alright, so that's the whole... And then this part is... So I could go out from this. We want to go out here. What's this? That's an event controller. I don't want to lose that. Yeah, we can make that work. Alright, so... There we go. I guess I should have left that spot open. Oh, actually. How do I want to do this? Wait a minute, that's a light armor block. That's a light armor. Let's see, if I want to go out through the wing, I'm gonna need to go down. Out, around, or over and down. Let's try that. Curve tube. There we go.
There you go, Paul. We're sitting on a little bit more uranium.
Oh, I can easily mine the uranium.
Yeah, you're down to 16 though, so you're up to 60 now.
Oh, that's the base reactor. I've got 250 in that little mining ship behind the base. I've got 250 in the big mining ship, 250 in both reactors on the B60.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been doing a lot of mining of uranium in the past couple of days.
Yeah, I did some of that too. Took what, three days I think it was to work through the pile.
Rumble Strip, I'm going to ignore that joke because I don't want to repeat it because I don't know. I feel bad. I feel like I'm keep forgetting about the chat now. I'm focused on this and there's other voices. Oh, the server restart's coming early today.
10 minutes.
And
It's alright.
maybe that's a good time to look
I'm
up
glad
a,
I focused on getting the cryo chambers up and running on the base then.
That should be able to pipe up the wings.
Did the base really eat through all that uranium that I mined up? Wow.
Oh yeah, I should look at what
It really
my
did. Holy shit.
refiners are doing.
You fucking kidding me?
I know, we're trying to keep it PG.
That's right. That's
I know.
one strike. You get a couple.
Wow, it really did eat through all the uranium.
There you go.
Well, I guess that's what happens when your base relies on reactor power.
That and the batteries weren't fully charged.
Yep.
Or they're still charging.
That's why I
True.
shut the base down when I'm shut the ship down when I'm not on the stream, because it will deplete everything.
I usually just keep the batteries on recharge. They top up when they stay topped up.
I could really do that because it was refining stuff.
Reactor should cover that.
Yeah, not when you've got two refineries and an assembler going up full whack. The reactor can't handle that.
All the, like, small on the mining ship or something.
No, the base reactor. I've only just turned the small reactor on, just to help charge up the base batteries.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alongside the base batteries, it would max out the reactor. But once the batteries are charged, they stop drawing, so it should be able to handle it just fine once that completes.
You know what? I'm kind of interested. I'm going onto a planet of my ship. Well, I might give that a try.
There's components over here just floating. Does this happen to be directly gravitationally under your station? Yes, yes it is.
Rumblestrip, I'm just amused by your consistent spelling of Uranius. Or actually, no, I take that back. It's not consistent. Eurasius.
Erroneous spelling of Uranus.
Look, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're all talking about Uranus, all right? No matter how you spell it. Uranus, I think, is how the intellectuals want you to spell it, so that you don't embarrass yourself. Or they don't embarrass themselves. So, Prototech coming soon, at quote-unquote soon. What do we think about that? You think they're gonna... How do you think we're gonna get Prototech?
I've been watching Zero's Legion's videos, and so you had the assembler and ion thruster concept art on. Then the video that was shared recently from Keen. My suspicion is that's just the backside of the assembler.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that too. I think I agree with that. Now, what I'm really asking is, like, how do you think we're going to actually get it? Like, what's the mechanism for getting the end game material? Is it going to be something you have to mine, something you have to construct, like a component you have to make from something, and where do you get that component? Like, do you have to only get it from NPCs or buy it at trade stations?
I think what they're planning is, at first you have to buy enough components from trade stations to make the assembler for yourself.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they could integrate it into that expansion, huh?
So I'm wondering, is it going to be different components for each thing? Like, if I want the giant thruster, do I need to get the Prototech thruster components? Or will it just be Prototech components and you could build whatever Prototech you want?
Is it
I
gonna
think
be
it's going to be like what you said. It'll be like Prototech thruster components.
That's
It'll
what.
be. I'm guessing
Inventory
in the
full.
assembler that they show.
Inventory
I'm guessing there's going to be a tab for Prototech where you can choose what you want to build, what components you want to build for, certain things.
I just ground down a thruster too far and forgot that I had gravity nearby.
Now, what I'm hoping to see with Prototech is something along the lines of Maydays, where you got to go explore something, because they're talking about exploration coming back.
Mhm.
Maydays in
Yeah.
multiplayer, and then you find the built blocks the first time.
Inventory
That's one of the
full.
things they were thinking about doing.
I could see that as a starter, but then you have to
They
figure
were,
how do
they
you
were
first,
thinking of how to bring back the NPC ships
yeah. Just
into
think-
multiplayer rather than just
Inventory
having it into
full.
in single player ship.
Yeah. Problem being, if they're giving out full blocks, how do they enforce not just putting in a projector and printing off infinite of them?
Mm.
It'd have to be proprietary components available through the merchant stations.
Hmm.
That will most likely be the way.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of the mods do it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's got to be, like, there has to be some sort of like a piracy or like a get it from NPCs, like assertive has the assertive components, or
Yeah.
assertive things.
They were actually thinking of doing it the way Assertive does. I'm not even kidding, they literally mentioned Split Sea in the video
Oh yeah,
by name.
that's a good way to do it. The way assertive does it is a good way to do it. If you can get it for, if you can get everything you need just from trade stations, then all you need to do is earn a lot of money, right? And it just becomes kind of like a grind
Yeah.
to get money. So I feel like there'll probably be hopefully there'll be multiple avenues to get it. Like, you could get it, you earn 1 billion credits, you could just buy it, or you could go steal parts from NPC ships. That's my hope. Maybe other things too.
I think the only Prototech component you'll get is the component for the assembler. That's it.
You think?
That'd be one of the ways you can get it done.
That makes sense. And then that assembler is needed to create.
You have to earn enough money to buy the components to make the assembler. Then you can just make everything else.
1 minute. I'm gonna go hop in my cryo tube here. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I could see them doing it that way. That kind of lines up with the other, like, once you have an assembler, you can make anything. So,
We know Devil Knight, Devil King.
Devil
all in
Knight
cryo chambers.
is,
Yeah.
and you gotta read the
But in
letters.
game it's Devil King.
If anybody else wants to jump in the chat or the server, like if you're free and you want to hang out with us, Discord is going to be on the pause screen. Take the gamer role and then you'll see the chats. And we're on NA North America 6. And I am going to try to blur part of the screen. While we do this. Be right back. Oh wait, let me get some music going, some pause music. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm back. Let me get Discord folks back in.
Kind of embracing that, but seems we're not there yet.
All right, I'm back. I am
I
back.
just had the picture of Kilroy in popped in my head.
All right. For the shape of these wings. What I am thinking is... I kind of wanted to center that. That's okay, it should be fine. Alright, what I'm thinking is... I kind of want to do an armor border around them, but I can't do an armor border on the angled ones. So I almost want to do like a wing shape and then just put square panels in it. Since the bottom side is kind of blocked by the thrusters now anyway, so that the top is really the only part that counts. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take these all off.
Right, my new test.
Oh, did I see Devil Knight join the chat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you sound very excited to be here.
More or less. Just trying not to kill myself.
Same.
Okay, I like it.
Inventory full.
Where are you at? Are you near us, or are you...
I'm at the Just Ice asteroid.
Okay.
I think I haven't posted that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun welding up all these solar panels again. Oh, one thing that I want to add to my ship, remind me before the end of the stream. I want to add some sort of a display or a light or something that turns on, because I have no way of knowing if my emergency power ever kicks in. And I would like to know. I think it does, because I feel like I have less ice every time. But I also feel like the ice shouldn't kick in because the reactor should kick in first. So that's kind of where I'm at. All right.
If you go close to the asteroid, you'll see there's a bit of ice there. On the other side of the asteroid is magnesium. There's probably ice on the nearby asteroid just heading northwards. Didn't really map it that well, but
No, the Just Ice asteroid is literally just an asteroid covered, or is ice.
I know I'm saying the asteroid's near the station.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's alright.
Just Ice. Sorry about that. Not supposed to bounce. Bouncing not fun.
Bouncing in this game is never a good thing.
This block got to go. This block got to go. That block got to go.
Solar panels are 4 blocks. Okay, so that goes to there, so that would be the front. Okay, yeah, it works. The front.
I'll get
Okay.
some iron over here.
Well, I did say I didn't really map that asteroid. It only maps the one right by the station.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah. How many panels do I have on the other side? 1, 2, 3, 4 full ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 half ones. So basically 6 solar panels. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, there's just ice. You're not very far off.
That's not that far out.
Hmm.
Yep. Always energy low. No.
Why
Being a
are
modified asteroid, I can see it from here.
some of you guys are really quiet? Devil, I'd say something at a reasonable voice.
Hello.
There we go. Okay. That sounds better. Something about Discord. Everybody I've ever played with comes in at like random different volumes.
Yeah, depending on our Windows settings for how sensitive our microphones are.
Yep. And it matters if we changed our settings ever since the last update.
Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there.
There, I'm probably a little bit louder now.
You
Even
are-
better if I move my microphone toward my face.
Oh yeah, there you go. I could actually probably turn you down a little bit on my end now. Okay. Let's see. I want this to go. That, I think.
Hey, wow, I didn't even know about it. That is interesting.
Okay.
Yay, more cargo space.
There we go. That's closer to what I'm looking for. I have to do something with these front ones. Oh, you know, I just had a good idea. Maybe it's a good idea. Just put some on the bottom. Just cover this whole ship in solar panels. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like where this is going. Kind of. I kind of like where this is going. Alright, what do I do to make this look better? We could continue the flare out. Or... Ooh. Oh, I just had a terrible thought. Would this work? Could I... Oh man, I'm gonna design myself into a hole, I know it.
Energy low.
And I'm gonna die from lack of energy.
Good tip. Always put a charging scene near where you're working at.
I put a med bay near where I'm working at. A little overkill, but it works.
It works.
Alright, so if I had that, it won't do it. Trying to plan out a shape here that I don't think. Oh, that could work. Ooh, now I'm sideways.
Hey, there you are.
That was like that. That could go. Oops. I don't think the ooh. Ooh, will this do it? I think this will do it. No. No, it won't. Oh, kinda. But no. That won't do it. That won't do it. No. No. God, I hate looking through all of their blocks. All the shapes. I could do, well, no, because I don't have half blocks. Okay.
Oh, I see the little ship. Hello.
Hello. Ah, that's your miner in there. Okay.
Hey, Bill Griffin. How you doing?
Hey, I'm right.
Trying to figure out what I'm doing, because I am too. Light armor, slope transition, tip. Armored. Light armor, slope transition... No, mirrored. Light armor, slope transition, tip. There we go. Don't go welding any of this stuff up yet. I have no idea if this is the final design
I
or
have
not.
no materials on me, so
Alright. Yeah, I think this. So what I'm thinking is big solar wings, but down toward the back here, piping that comes out through the middle and gives you like an end, like next to this piece, gives you an end to connect onto, or a vertical connection like at the end of this area of solar panels. So
first one.
I could dock a, so like, let me see, do I have a connector? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to get to, yeah.
Yeah, so basically like connector there, and then maybe like connector somewhere around there. You know, so I could have it vertical.
That would not be possible.
Oh, it'll be possible. It'll just be up a block. I didn't have anything to attach it to for the example.
Ah, okay.
Unless I went down and under it. Technically possible. The best kind of possible. Okay, well anyway. I gotta figure this all out here.
You also have got to think about if you're wanting to do the vertical, that anything you park there will impede when the sun is on the side that you're connecting on.
Yeah, it would be for temporary parking, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna charge you by the hour. Yeah, let's see. Then I guess we could do. Did I even line that up right? Yeah, no. Alright. Maybe we just kind of leave that flared out. Kind of trying to get the shape here, and then I think I'm going to replace parts of this with something else. Yeah, something. Good old something else. Anyway. Yeah, this could work. This could work. Maybe I should leave the... Maybe I should ignore the top mounting. Actually, maybe I could just make it further back. You know what? I think what I'm going to do instead is forget the topwards ones and just have the ones on the facing out and do more of a landing pad on the back. One single landing pad on the back above the where the refinery is sticking out. I like that better. We're going to do that.
Nice.
So, let's see. What would this look like here? If we wanted to have that come out. I guess we'll just stick it straight out from there. That sounds good. Okay. Do I want this to continue to flare out? Oh, I guess I could.
Straight to the other side.
Did you just fly all the way to the Just Ice asteroid?
Yep. Thing to do.
We can go on. We can go to a planet if you want. None of.
Anyone want to tag along?
You gonna go live on a planet?
Go see if this thing can land non-violently on a planet.
Ooh. That would be a fun thing to see.
First you gotta test the moon, then try to test on Earth.
Oh, mathematically it has the hydrogen for the moon easily.
All right, if you're doing a test on the Earth, like, I will accompany you for that.
Okay.
Let me leave a GPS. Oh, I got the uranium GPS here. Let's see, where are...
You also have the GPS for this location as well.
I'm just gonna tag along on your ship, I guess.
Alright.
You know what? I'll jump mine with you.
Alright.
No, I won't, because then you're gonna send me the GPS, and then it'll show up on the screen and whatever. No, I'll tag what, you know, because everybody knows where Earth is already, so we don't have.
Yeah, but where we end up around Earth is the trick. Do we go by North Pole? Do we go by South Pole? Equatorial somewhere?
I'm just gonna ride.
Either way, I need to disassemble the drills on the big mining ship.
So, can jump on the Wyvern. That's the ship docked to my ship.
The
Not a big
Wyvern.
black drill there.
I can't see. There's so many. I am following your. There you go.
Let's see.
Literally following you now.
Ah. Land on the nice ledge. Follow the path.
Oh, nice. Ooh, wow, it's nice in here.
That'd be enough drills for small.
And through the round Keen airlock. Nice pressurized space.
Did you real? Is this really like a fake? Are you clanging this thing or not? You know what I mean? This curved
Just
thing
this
is
round block. That round block there makes it airtight.
nice. Oh, Keen, you guys. All right, I will take up first officer's seat. I guess I don't know.
To jump on the other ship to jump us close to Earth. This thing does not have a jump drive on its own. So, anyone else coming with on this pair of ships?
I'm going with my big ship.
Ah, you got eyes on Earth over there. Okay. Was slightly lost. It's on the wrong side of the asteroid.
Just don't lose the Eagle 5. I like the front of your ship. I like this window thing at the top, the center one.
And hydrogen off.
And remove bookmark. We'll get range set on here. Wait. Oh, I turned recharge off. Just a second. Wasn't a far jump to get here.
Standing by.
Been noticing a bug in jump drives lately where they will randomly decide, oh, we still need to recharge, and they'll drain all the power that you have.
Well, that's
Alright,
good.
1 minute.
Love to see that. All right, I'm out of the seat, so give me a heads up before you jump.
Yep.
I'm already making my descent into Earth. I'm in Earth gravity.
And view. We got. We'll go that direction. Let's see. Alright, I know the range is about there.
689 kilometers.
Looks like Bolt Griffin is streaming his point of view on the Discord server. If anybody wants to also see that, gotta hop in.
1,000 will get us to there.
Okay.
We can do a small jump once we get there. You seated and ready?
I'm ready.
Jumping.
All right. We appear to be closer.
We are within 30 of the gravity. Okay.
I'm already going in. And I'm
No.
going up full speed.
Right, I'm not parking this thing. I need to... Or I'm not landing this thing. I need to park somewhere. You know what? I don't need to park somewhere. Let's just wait till it stops moving. Save my location and convert to station. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. The convert to station part just kind of yeeted me off the ship there.
And before I get too far into this, yes, that is still mag plated to the roof. Okay. Oh yeah, that door's off because it's not an airlock.
Fair enough. I'm going to ride this thing down on the top.
Alright.
Do you GPS where you left your other ship?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go.
High. Gravity will compensate.
I like your use of the flat nose on the side of this ship. It's a good design of a ship. All in all. I like it.
Eh.
I know I've said this before, but I love seeing other people's little design flourishes because they give me ideas for things that I never would have thought of.
Yeah, kind of the design for this was going for something that looks ultralight but still has a large cargo integrated into it.
Hmm.
So, hence all the scaffolding and beams showing.
Okay, so we're in gravity.
Yeah, we are plummeting at 104.
My character is not standing on the ship. He is kind of... I think he's technically, like, falling at the I don't know, his legs are all scrunched up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Falling at roughly the same speed. Oh,
Well,
there you go, you jumped and you're footed now.
Yeah, that still looks wrong on my screen, but whatever. I think it's the artificial gravity plus the falling is kind of interacting oddly. Plus, I think I'm standing on half blocks, which isn't helping.
There. Artificial gravity, I got a button for that. There you go.
Yeet. Yay. I can jump, and I do still come back down to the ship. Very slowly. Those asteroids are going by awfully fast.
Okay, it's this is awkward.
What is?
It turns out my ship actually needs the hydros in that
Ah.
Awkward.
Yep.
Alright, I got the little miner on the back dragging my nose up.
Yep. I pretty much always try to avoid having a small ship docked on any atmospheric large grid ship just for that specific reason. It's just really annoying.
Oh, nowadays it just affects you when you're hitting the speed limit for gravity.
Well, it'll still rotate. I think it'll still rotate. Like, they fixed the issue where your ship would sink, where it wouldn't,
Yeah,
like,
they fixed
compensate.
that.
But they didn't fix the rotation part. Like, the ship will still rotate until the heaviest part is at the bottom.
Oh, if I
You could lock gyros.
if I turn the dampeners on, use the thrusters, it won't rotate until I hit the speed limit of 104. And there we go.
Hey, turns out I don't need the hydros. I just need to lift my nose up
Oh,
so the large ammo's doing most of the work.
well, there you go.
I just throw you into the jet engines.
No, I decided to go for a little walk. I was just thinking and then pondering whether or not I should say this out loud or not. But the fact that the faction falling off. The faction is like its call sign is BOB just makes it seem like every ship in the fleet's first name is Bob, and then like this ship is Bob Wyvern,
Mm-hmm.
which I like. I like that. Bob Fleet. Earth-like. Looks like we're coming down in the savannah. Really glad there's no atmospheric physics involved, because I will be a bit toasty standing up here.
Well, you got this 500,000 kilogram heat shield under you.
I don't know how well that would actually help a person-sized astronaut, but I don't know. I mean, I am wearing like a metallic tuxedo, so maybe that would help. It's starting to look
And
like daylight.
some weather conditions are described as having inferno temperatures, so you're fine.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've survived smashing into things at ridiculous speeds, so the acceleration and deceleration alone from your hydrogen jetpack would probably kill most people. With the way my legs are scrunched up, if I crouch, he just looks like he's holding onto his toes. Yes, good. All right, I see some clouds above us.
Yeah. Atmos are on and dampeners are on, so we might start slowing down at some point.
We crossed 105 for a minute, if that makes a difference, or at least I did.
None of I just sent you my GPS location of where I landed.
Okay, I see it. See GPS. Shown. Oh, there you are. We're 30 off from you.
It's a big ice lake.
Oh, nice.
Why am I detecting no O2 out here? We should have O2 at this height.
The transition between the ships and the planet. The hitboxes.
Oh, I'm in the ship's like artificial atmosphere, basically.
Huh. All right. No splat today. Let's see. There you go.
Oh.
Doors on.
Well, I died. I jumped off your ship and then was trying to re-land on it. And let's see, whose thing did I just spawn into? I'm in Bolt Griffin's ship, aren't I? Hello.
Yep, you are. Hello.
Well,
Welcome to the Ice Lake.
thank you. Good to be here. I see there's some weather about to happen.
Oh, your corpse just fell.
Oh, cool. Where is it? Did you bring it? Oh, it's 31 kilometers away, huh? Oh, come on. Okay, that death was because the server lagged. That was not me being dumb again.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello again. I feel like this is Groundhog Day. Every time I die, then you walk in the door. I'm not even going to
I
get
can
that
take it
body.
to your body if you want.
Nah, it's fine. It had some high-level tools in it, but I could just make more. Oh, my dampeners are off. That's why. This is entirely why I've died several times. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just wait here for a ride back home. Let's see. Body location.
that
body
way.
location there. Are
I
you
can
able?
take you back if you want.
No, we'll wait for Nanav to get over here. Are you able to fly Nanav with just the Atmos, or do you need the hydrogen also?
Atmo only.
Sweet.
Doing alright.
Sweet.
It's a bit sluggish for maneuvering, but it's all about lift.
I can take a nice breath of fresh air now that I have died and the game has registered oxygen.
Yeah, I can fly on just Atmos as well. But I do have to be somewhat flat to be able to do it.
Flat?
Yeah, the way the ship is like now,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be a bit like
Oh,
that.
I see what you mean.
Because the large Atmos give off the most, and I'm down one.
Yeah.
Great.
I see. Seems you have, say, a hydrogen tank. Also,
Seriously, I have a hydrogen tank damaged? Oh, for
You know-
Pete's sake.
I should have gotten my body, now that I think about it, because it has basic tools in it. I'm probably going to want those back. My second body, that is, which is thankfully still up on top of your ship. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I'm a dummy. There we go. Ow. Yeah, let's
Okay,
see.
My focus is now going to be repairing the hydrogen tank.
Yep, the ship moved a little bit. I don't think you're locked to the ground.
I am not.
All you need is most of a hydrogen tank. Yeah. Basic stuff. Steel tubes of various sizes, computers. I think that's all you need. 8 computers. What do I feel like I'm about to get crushed? Let's see. How many do you need? 60? You got supplies on board to make components, or do we need to strip components from things?
I have supplies on board to make components.
Cool. Then I will just...
I quite literally made sure I had resources.
Yeah, smart.
10 kilometers out.
Alright. Yeah, I bet when you landed, I bet this connector translated some damage up into that hydrogen tank. Hopefully it's not leaking. Does this thing have a name? It's just called hydrogen tank.
Just the other side of the huge mountain range. Or maybe not.
Fuel low.
Might be in this valley.
Fuel critical.
I'm going to guess that is hydrogen tank A that is broken, and it is leaking. Looks like.
Alright, did as well. Son of a biscuit.
Alright, not leaking anymore. Looks like you got it. Yeah, if only we had a large source of ice nearby. Speaking of which, I am out of hydrogen on my person. And I am coming into your ship
landing.
in hopes of finding...
Okay, where are you?
2 kilometers diagonal up from you.
I was talking to Duke.
I am on the ship. It's just occurred to me that your ship is... Ah, there we go. Your ship is a vacuum. Toward the back. Because I came in the airlock and I started taking damage. I should be able to use your...
There you go.
There we go. Cool. Oh, thanks.
There's a pull.
Thank you very much. Alright. $10 says I forget to close the helmet when we go back up into space.
I know exactly what else broke as well. One of the bloody landing gears. Landing gear broke as well.
Broke off entirely. Looks like.
Yep.
What, was it just on like a block? Mm-hmm. Yep. Got the Wyvern on scope. There she is. Bob Wyvern. A majestic landing. Like a leaf on the wind.
Alright. If you need a hydrogen tank to have on your person, there's some in the cargo on the landing gear.
I'm good. Bolt gave me one.
Alright.
Cool. So now we know that if we ever need to get to a planet, we can use these ships. It's good science. And we also know how hard we can hit the ground and keep our landing gear intact. There was also a some couple of blocks smashed up on the front. Don't know how that would have happened. That's probably unrelated.
Yeah, on my ship.
Yeah, on your ship. There's
Oh my god.
one light armor
Yeah.
block on the front that's reduced to one plate. Two of them that have been reduced to one steel plate.
And this large Atmo thruster took a lot of pain.
Yeah, I don't know what you ran into on the front here, but
you-
it's mostly, I mean, it's just steel plate, but it's weird that it's, see, the window's good. Yeah, it's weird. It's just like right around the jump drive here. Some stuff got smashed in.
Yeah, your right side rear large Atmo thruster has about 13 steel plate remaining.
Yeah, man. Is this thing still under warranty, or?
Right side's good.
Yeah, Bulk Griffin, I'm here to talk to you about your ship's extended warranty. It's going to be expiring soon, are you aware?
Okay, that large Atmo is the only thing incomplete. Let's see, what do I have for motors over here? Nothing, I brought materials. How many motors do you have built? How many motors do you have built, Bolt?
I've got everything else in production as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Even for the front things? I could repair those real quick if you want. It's just steel plate.
Steel plate, yeah, I've already repaired them.
When you say you've already repaired them, do you mean you've queued up the components? Because I'm still looking at some big dents on the front here. Along the sides.
Oh. And you got some face blocks that are one plate remaining.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah, that's gonna just ruin the resale value.
Somehow on both sides.
It's really strange because like the jump drives aren't damaged. The window, it's like something hit like here in the center. Well, actually no, because the center block wasn't damaged. It's oddly symmetrical damage, and like purely cosmetic. I don't know. I think you lucked out.
He hit space trash.
Yeah, I think so. Like on the way down, you hit some like space junk or something.
I found some murder pebbles. Just a swarm of them.
If you weren't already on the ground, I'd say you probably crashed into one of my bodies, but...
Just motors.
Does your little pod have assembler?
Yeah, no upgrades on it, but there is a full assembler.
Make steel plates and fix them at the front if you can. Please.
Queuing up 500. Queuing up 500 motors while I'm at it as well.
Yeah, my motors are... my thing is queued.
I was going to continue walking around doing an inspection. Okay. I can confirm that standing on hydrogen thrusters still hurts, so that's good.
Yeah, they're not supposed to tickle.
Yeah, there's no water in Space Engineers, but there's still hot tubs.
Okay, everything over here looks good. This all checks out. 5-point inspection. Let's see, armor's a little scuffed. Some scuff marks, but that's okay. Good, good. Got here at a good time of day. There's a lot of solar power.
Oh, hey, Bolt, you got a horizontal connector?
Horizontal. There's one on the landing deck at the back.
Okay. Oh, like a connector to receive a... There, I'll show you. One sec. Park there. I brought a mining ship if you need some ice.
Yeah, and I need ice.
And come to think of it, I actually did not unload this mining ship before I brought it.
Yeah. So your atmospheric test.
Connect it. Yeah. There's one on this side.
So your atmospheric test included a fully loaded small mining ship.
Yeah.
Not bad.
There's one right here.
There you are. And park.
It's good to be back on Earth, like.
I'll just leave this on and let's see here. Yeah, I think this ship is fully shared with faction if you want to borrow it.
I think this is the first time I've been on Earth, like, in, like, 2 years. Other than, like a quick world loading up to do a test of something.
Okay, I've drained your mining ship of ice.
Okay. Yeah, it's shared with faction if you want to borrow it. Dig up some more ice if you need. Or we could set our streamer to work making some content and getting ice.
Sure. You want me to get you some ice? I'll do it. I'm on it. I got nothing else I could really be doing right now. So, sure, let me see how to work this thing. So, I've got thrusters are on already. I see. Okay, that's good. Hydrogen thrusters appear to be off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good, good, good.
Fully loaded, Atmo only, it works.
All right, batteries are on auto. Is there a toolbar to disconnect the connector? I don't see it. As long as you got it set up correctly, it should be okay. I will not be responsible if this thing just falls out of the sky when I do this. Okay, good, we're good. All right, ice, you say? Should be able to find some of that. All right, just go at it right here.
There's 700 motors to go. Yay. Oh, bummer.
What's up?
Out of iron.
Out of iron.
I'll be right back. I brought 100,000.
That should be enough.
I wasn't expecting, I was needing to repair a large Atmo.
Yeah, those things take a lot. Drifting.
There's 8,000. One more trip should have you set for a bit.
Yeah, all my iron is on the station.
Let's see if I produced any motors over here. There we go.
How much does this thing hold?
And there's what, 550 to go. MOT.
Does this thing only have the drills for cargo?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Drills and cargo.
For some reason
Or drills and connector.
Yeah, okay. For some reason the screen at the bottom is not showing me them being full, but they are full when I look in the thing. So I was destroying a good amount of ice there, but that's okay. Plenty more. Plenty more. I just think it's real drifty. Wait a minute, does this thing have a backup camera? No, it has a front camera. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Has hydrogen, so it's also a space miner, so gotta be able to spot ores. Figured worst case, we both bash our ships into the ground, and we can send you back to space on the miner.
It's be a pretty long journey, but yeah, if it works.
It makes it.
Okay, where do you want all of this ice to go? Do you have like a O2 gen or a... Yeah, I'll just put in the O2 gen.
For the new 2 gen, the cargo containers.
Looks like the O2 gen's already sucked all the ice out, so... Cool.
There you go.
Going back. There's something fun about using the saddle cockpit for a miner. You know, like you could very easily just like smash your head if you're like tunnel mining. You know, but we don't. Space OSHA has no. They have no reach here. They have no way of knowing if these are full.
Like 300 to go. How's Nickel doing over there?
I still have
Drill.
nickel.
Okay.
Why don't?
It was just the iron that I was lacking.
Oh, weird. I see. You've got use conveyor turned off on these drills, which means they're not
Oh, okay.
pushing the stuff out automatically. Just gonna turn that on. I think that should do what I want. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm in the habit of putting small miners just mounted on the front of a larger ship, so at some point I must have filled up all the cargo and needed to rearrange some things. So, drills as storage.
I'm pretty sure my cargo is like desynced or something here because the numbers are not going up the more I drill, so I'm just gonna dump what I've got here.
Ooh, we're like 80 motors away. Cancel the rest of these. Pull what I've built. Alright, 17 more incoming. You need 5 more? There you are.
I'm about to disconnect. Don't get killed. Do you want me to go? Do you need me to go for more? This thing doesn't hold a whole lot.
Nah. Take that back to
Let me get.
the other ship.
Let me get one more. Let me get one more round real quick. Just to be on the safe side, we'll top it off. What could go wrong taking it out for one more little scrape across the ice? These are the same numbers as before. I'm just going to assume it's full.
Yeah, it does not take long to fill.
Alright, all the ice is offloaded. Where does this thing attach on your ship? Somewhere on top? None of?
I just mag plated it onto the top
Okay.
by the tail end.
Alright,
There's some flat blocks to attach to.
I'll bring it over there.
I had butt facing this way to mount onto these blocks.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna hop out and have you landed, because I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
You were close. That'll do. Oh,
Looks good to me. Make sure everything's off.
Cameras off. 4, 8. Wait, leave batteries on. There we go. Oh, there he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Only seeing hydrogen on one side.
Uh-oh. Well, he's working. He's flying.
Yeah.
He could repair it when he gets back to space. Alright, shall we go?
Yeah.
And how do I get back into this thing? Don't tell me. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Right here.
There you are.
Here we are, ready to go. I'm gonna fly on the inside this time, so I hopefully don't kill myself.
And here we go.
Here we go. Yes. Brave pioneers. Doing brave pioneer poses. First star to the right, straight on till morning.
Let's see, how high do I get before I start decelerating? Because I'm Atmo only at the moment. 4 kilometers so far.
I just lost a bet with myself
4.5.
and closed my helmet before we got to space. Yeah, I'm just gonna go sit in a seat. 'Cause my legs are weird.
Seems like a good time to point upward.
Hopefully my ship didn't suffer any weird malfunction since I left it with only half of its solar panels intact.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Oh, I left the door open.
Ah, we're not cooling off the neighborhood here. Come on.
There we go. Now we're pressurized.
Still got Atmos on.
Yep. They're not doing anything, so they don't waste any power. There.
There we go. You're just taking life off the motors. That's all.
Head that way. Right. Yes.
Well, this has been an interesting departure from what I intended to do today, so works for me. While we're flying, I'm going to do my streamer thing and talk about my plans for the future. Do you guys ever play Myst and Riven and all those series of things from way back in the day? Because I played those a lot when I was a kid, and they just put out the remake of Riven, the sequel to Myst, like a day or two ago, like 3 days ago. And I'm very excited to play it because I played that one a ton when I was a kid, and I could not solve the riddles, the puzzles at all when I was a kid. And I also played a ton of Myst and couldn't solve the puzzles. I had the book. I had the guidebook that you could get because we didn't have the internet when Myst came out. The guidebook, and then I could solve the puzzles that way, but I didn't have a guidebook for Riven, and I could never beat it. But when the remake of Myst came out, like, I don't know, 3 years ago, I was able to beat the whole thing in like 4 hours because my adult brain is better at problem solving. So I'm excited to try Riven again. It's a much bigger game, and I haven't played it in like, I don't know, 28 years, something like that. So that's what I'm going to do on Wednesday, because I think I'm off on Thursday for the 4th of July, which I need to double check to make sure that I am. I'm pretty sure I am. So that's what I'll be doing Wednesday. Thursday, back to Space Engineers as usual. And then Friday, I think, Earth Defense Force 5 with Pat. So I'll be back to that. And Earth Defense Force 6 is like 3 weeks away, I think. So we're going to have to see if we're going to switch to that, try it out, how that's going to go. I think it's basically the exact same game with newer levels, but we'll see. So anyway, that's what's going on. Feel free to throw a like on the video if you've been liking it so far. I've been liking this video because I haven't done most of the content creation. I'm just hitching a ride with you guys, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So I'm going to put a like on my video because I've enjoyed watching you guys do this. And set an example for others. What are the things on the sides of your ship? The like half triangle. Oh, I see, never mind. They're the catwalks. Sorry, the textures weren't loading. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. Almost out of gravity. This part is the worst. Other than smashing into asteroids, this part is the worst. Get that last couple of hundredths of G's. I bet you all these asteroids have uranium in them. Every single one.
Not the one directly in front of us. Looks like we found a nice...
Asteroids around the Earth-like planet have no uranium.
No, I have definitely found uranium almost in orbit.
There's some small deposits, but none like we have.
Oh, there is an asteroid directly in front of us.
Nice.
I'm jumping back to base.
Hey Joe,
I'm
have
still
you?
gonna have to float 40 kilometers to my jump ship after we get to orbit.
Joe, have you played the new Mario RPG remake? Because I also played RPG as a kid and was absolutely terrible at it because I didn't understand what an RPG game was, and I was like, this isn't jumping on Goombas and stuff. So But I've heard the remake is pretty good. I don't want to get distracted. When I get back to my ship, I need to finish those solar panels so that this thing can stay powered till Thursday. And then I want to put a light that turns on when I'm on emergency power. I think I'm going to go with light. Jim was suggesting like a display, but they're essentially the same to me. I'm going to have them... I don't want it on only when the emergency power is on. I want it to be like... Has the emergency power kicked on at any point? In other words, turn it on, don't turn it off. I'll turn it off manually. I just want to know if emergency power has ever been on. Which should be pretty easy to do. Okay, we got no gravity.
Alright. Gonna fly just a few hundred more meters and drop a bookmark next to this ice droid.
Good.
There we go. And parking is over here.
Oh boy. Whoa.
Oh yeah, sorry viewers.
Whew, okay. I'm okay.
Thing this ship doesn't have, reverse atmo.
Oh.
So if I turn the hydrogen off, it's automatic cruise control. What else we got to talk about for the next 35 kilometers?
Does your jump drive work?
This ship does not have a jump
that's
drive.
Right.
We're going to the ship
back
that
to the
has a
ship.
jump drive.
Yeah, that's right. Well, forgot about that part. Yeah, so, Riven. I've been trying to remember what the plots of these games were.
I didn't recognize the name of that game until you started talking about Myst.
Yeah, so Myst, you could get me started on that franchise, because I think it's a really good concept of a franchise that got worse and worse the more games they put out. But I do think Riven is the best of them. Graphically, so if you don't know, I'm talking to the whole crowd now for anybody who doesn't know what this was, but in like 1992 or 3, like these 3 brothers and one other guy made this game Myst, where they modeled like 4 different worlds, like small worlds, and pre-rendered them, and then in HyperCard, which is like, God, there's so many things I need to explain here. HyperCard was like stack-based programming almost. It's very strange. It's almost like PowerPoint. But anyway, they made it so that you would click to interact with the game, and it would just show you still images as you moved around the world. So they had to like position the camera at a spot where the player would stand, render an image, move the camera, render an image, and they pre-rendered all this stuff, and it took weeks just to do the rendering back in the day. And then they would overlay like live, pre-rendered video, like CGI video of things, and occasionally video of actors in front of blue screen and stuff. And it was very cool. The puzzles were difficult for the time. So many people still think they're difficult. The world building as you go further into the series is incredible. But when Myst first came out, it was very sparse. You weren't entirely sure what exactly was going on, because you just appear on like fantastical island, and you have to solve puzzles, and there's no backstory given to you other than that somebody dropped a book into a fissure, and you touched the book and arrived on this island. And they use the books to travel between worlds. They call them ages. Basically, the plot is like this race of people called the Dunny would write in books, and whatever they wrote in the special books, it would actually create that world, and then they could make changes to that world by writing more things, but they had to be very specific about how they were writing. And Riven is like an age, they called them ages. Riven is like an age where they had to basically keep writing, and they tried to write too many things into it, and it started to break down. So it's like it's been riven apart is why it's called that. Like it's been split into multiple islands and stuff. So, but yeah, basically the plot is like, what you find out in Riven is that the plot is like the main character Atris and his wife, who is Rivenese, she's from Riven, are trying to get away from Atris's father, who is like oppressing people, and they want to trap him in Riven. And so there's this fissure in the ground that leads out into space, and Atris basically jumps in with his last book that links to Myst, and he links to Myst and then lets the book fall, and then he thinks it'll be destroyed, but it actually lands in like New Mexico, and the stranger is who you play. They don't have a name, it's you. Finds the book, goes to Myst, eventually meets Atris, does some trapping of his sons, who are also evil. Everybody's evil. And then you end up he sends you to Riven to try to capture his dad in a trap book that looks like a regular book, but it's actually just a trap age. So that's what Riven is all about. But it's a much bigger game, and the graphics were really, really good for a very long time because they were pre-rendered, and so they looked like way better than any, real-time rendered game of the time. Like nowadays they look like outdated CGI, but like for the time it was like, man, you're playing a video game and these graphics look amazingly realistic, because I think they went to New Mexico and they took like gigs and gigs of photos of actual things to layer onto these textures, which was not a thing that they did back in the day for video games. And gigs was a lot back then. So anyway, Myst was like the #1 selling game for Mac, which is not a huge market, but like for decades. And then Riven was also extremely successful. It was 5 CD-ROMs is how big the game was, which was huge. And that's why the game was split into 5 different islands. And every time you would go to another island, the computer would pop the disc out, and you would have to swap CDs, and then the next one would go in. And that was the joy of stuff. And I remember them talking about like they had trouble fitting it onto 5 CD-ROMs. But anyway, I have a great love for the franchise, and I'm excited to get back and try to remember, if I remember anything about trying to solve the puzzles, and which ones I've solved before and which ones I never did, and will we be able to figure it out and save the day. Or I actually don't, because I actually think you don't. You don't save Riven. There's multiple endings, but all of them involve the destruction of Riven at the end. Spoiler alert.
Alright, docking up.
There we go. I filled enough time?
Yep.
Sweet.
The game I used to play out of those was, well, I played Myst for a little while, but Return to Zork was just before that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
That was less CGI, more, they just had video of characters over a pre-drawn background.
Yeah. The Myst franchise tried to innovate a little bit, but after a while it wasn't the same creative team, and the third game was Ubisoft, which was weird. But like the first game, the third game added more like 3D, like every node that your player could stand at, instead of being just a pre-rendered image, was a 360 sphere where you could like stand at a place and then look all around. It was still pre-rendered, but you could look all around. And the fourth one like blew my mind because the sphere was live video. Well, it was pre-rendered, but it was like video playing all the time. CGI video. So like you would stand and you could just move however you wanted, but it wasn't real-time rendered. It was still pre-rendered, just in the like QuickTime VR technology, basically. And then the fifth one was just a regular CGI game, and it was disappointing.
Alright. Then we can pop over to the other ship and do some jumping.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here. I'm pretty comfy.
Okay.
All right, is he gone? I'm going to sit in the captain's chair. Oh, you can't see anything from here. I'm going back to my chair. All right, I'm ready.
Alright, back to little faction base. And... Right, grid is static. Convert to ship. Make sure you didn't bounce through the ceiling. Alright.
I'm good. I think we're still locked.
Jumping.
We are still locked. Good. Jumping backwards. And waiting for the world to load.
There we go. Okay, little ship is still present. Lander's still present. Streaming everything in.
There's the Eagle 5.
And you're above by 1.3 kilometers.
Yeah.
Thank you for the trip.
Yep.
Alright, cool. We didn't get raided while we were away.
Yep, we're all still here.
Cool. My ship has not lost power. And the emergency power is not on. Alright. While we were doing that, I got some ideas for how I might want to change the way this wing looks. But that will be for another time. I need better tools. And I need to finish the solar panels.
Oh, that looks good.
I could also use a new bottle. Where are bottles at these days? There we go.
Yeah, weird thing I noticed with these new solar panels, they seem to take a lot of power side on.
Yeah,
unless
I've
they're
noticed.
blocked.
I've noticed that. If I point straight east-west and let the sun orbit around like nose to tail, I get almost constant power through the solar panels. laggy.
That and the old solar panels, doubling them up doesn't seem to work anymore.
Does it work with the new ones?
I haven't seen it work with the new ones ever, but it used to work if you put the old ones face to face, so they were touching. It would shine through and hit both the panels,
Interesting.
but it does not seem to do that anymore. Hydrogen one there. Where did I put that? Be that one.
Yeah, right now the sun is getting to be a pretty... it's still pretty high above me. I was going to say it's a pretty steep angle and I'm getting 4 bars, but it's actually pretty high up there. There we go. Solar panels back up and running. Kind of sad that I'm losing the kind of pointy edge look of the wings, but I think ultimately this is going to be better. It's going to be more extensible if I've got armor around them. I really need to armor up the hull of the ship too. We're going to take these front wings off, I think. These little front solar panel-y things. Take those off and... I don't know, I gotta do something with that. I'll figure something out. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna set up some sort of emergency power light. So I think what I'm gonna do is... These are light armor blocks. We're going to put them on the sides of this thing, and hopefully that doesn't cause anything to fall off. No, it shouldn't. What was that noise?
My connector exploding?
Oh. From what? Smacking into something?
Just being grabbed by the other connector.
Oh. Too much magnetism, huh? Alright. Oh, I got a lot of things to rename here. Thrusters. Hey John, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay.
Guess we're gonna do this the other way then.
Alright, solar panels. Alright, then what was the other thing? We need to get these lights. So this is going to be light for emergency reactor and light for emergency hydrogen. And the emergency reactor light is going to be green-ish. Let's say right there. I don't need it to be very bright. It just needs to be visibly on. What is my... What are the settings of my other lights? My other light. The power saving light is 5 meters, intensity 2. Let's just do that for both of these as well. That should be good. Okay, so the reactor is going to be kind of a greenish color. Thinking maybe more like 120. And then hydrogen. Ice is kind of blue, so we're going to make this light a little bit blue. There we go. So if hydrogen power has kicked on, this light will be on. And if reactor power has kicked on, then this light will be on. Then I think I'm going to... Did I not put in one of those seats that has the buttons? I thought I did. I need to put in a seat with some buttons. What are those things called? Called... Here we go. Console LCD module buttons. There we go. It's because it doesn't have a seat. Right, that was why I didn't put one in. No, let's see. We could always put one... We could always extend the... It's actually not a bad idea. Let's take this out. Talking to myself now. As I tend to do. So I'll put that there. Then I'll put this back on the end. What do I have? Huh. These things take a lot of components.
Again, without it going boom. There we go.
Yeah, that dresses that up a bit.
Just while I have subplating on this, so when shit goes boom, it don't go boom.
Okay, there we go. That'll be my reset button for these. Now, get in there. Alright, where's my event controllers? Backup hydrogen on. Needs another thing for... I did this wrong. Both you need to be on toolbar config. Alright. Backup hydrogen on. We are going to have Oh, there we go. That makes sense. There we go. Emergency lights, hydro on. And then backup reactor on. Is going to get emergency reactor on. Okay. There's no way to trigger this now, is there? I don't think so. Yeah, well. Okay, so now, when I wake up, I should see one or both of these two lights on if the ship had hit emergency power while I was out. How much ice do I actually have left, actually? Now that I think about it. Not... Oh, no, I've got a lot. Never mind. Put that all together there. Okay, I never did check what the refineries were actually up to this whole session, so let's see. Okay, they've been working on platinum. Okay. Well, I got a lot of platinum, I guess. Then it wants to do magnesium. That probably would be a good thing to try to work on. Okay. So... trying to think of how I want to make this be good. I think we're going to use the conveyor pipes. What do we need for all these? Interior plate? Alright. Pipe. And do we have a bigger pipe end? No, we don't. We just have flanged. Okay. So pipe end, and we'll put it that thing up. Let's do other pipe. And, oh, this isn't actually connected to anything, is it? It's like nothing holding this in place. Other than... This thing doesn't have a... No, it doesn't. Oh, I could put a... Trying to think if there's a need to actually have this thing attached to the wings, because I could put like a cross in here for no reason. That would hold it. Might be worth it just to give it a little... or I could put a junction in. Cross is probably better. Okay, let's do that. Just in case I ever want to move part of it, I guess. Let's see, maybe we'll do another cross right here. And then do a end, and then our connector. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, that'll be okay. And then I might put something down on top of that. Like some catwalker or something. Yeah, I've got ideas for that. Okay. Then next time I will continue working on the wing here. I am going to jump the ship away. Oh. Come on, walk. There we go. Okay. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me today. I am going to pick a new hiding spot this time. And you will have no idea where it is. So, jumping away. I will see you all. Well, I will see you all Thursday for Space Engineers again. And like I said, Wednesday for Ribbon. If you're interested in watching that. Folks in the Discord, it has been fantastic as always hanging out with you. And talk to you next time.
Okie dokie.